Welcome back to my channel. This is Aping Cuts. Today I'm be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to do a very popular haircut, which is a crop top with the mid-drop fade. So first I'm going to show you guys the 360 of his hair when he came in. It's about 3 to 4 weeks, hasn't got a haircut. It's still a good length to do the style that we're going to do right now. So first off, we're going to wet his hair so we could trim the top, making sure you get enough water on there so it's like easy to manage the hair. So first off, we're gonna get our section in the middle of his head, and instead of cutting the hair straight across our fingers, we're gonna raise the hair up and cut at an angle. So we're point cutting the hair, so it's creating texture. So we follow that section all the way to the back of the head. We're taking off about 1/2 inch. Once you finish that middle one, you make your way to the side and pick up another section and continue it all the way to the back of the head. So to even everything out, I'm gonna stand behind him and raise the front of the hair and connect the front to the side. So I'm gonna connect the middle of his hair to these sides. So you can see here, not that much I have to take off, but we're also point cutting so that pretty much throughout the whole hair we have texture. Move it on to the sides. We're gonna get our number 2 guard and remove some of the bulk. So we're coming off the side of his head once we reach the top, so we're not creating no dents or creating no guidelines that we don't need. But we're gonna do the number 2 all around on the sides. So if you guys have any questions on the video or anything like that, drop a comment. If you're enjoying the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Now with our trimmer, we're gonna create our ball line. So we are doing a mid drop. So towards the back, I'm gonna be dropping this ball line a little bit more. Now with the trimmer, we're gonna just remove all the hair underneath, cleaning it up. So with my clipper lever fully open, we're gonna create our first guideline. We're gonna create it about 1 inch big. And the thing to keep in mind is just keep it very consistent throughout. We close the lever fully and begin to raise that bottom line. So little by little, we're going up. See, I open the lever a little bit, begin to raise that line. Open it once more. So what I like to do, once I reach the top of the guideline, I like to flick out a little bit so that when I come in with my other guards, it's easier to fade. Using my 1.5 guard, I'm going to be going up about 1.5 to 2 inches from that last guideline we created. So when I use the guards, I like to pretty much down fade. So I'll be using this 1.5 open, and now we're gonna close it all the way. And where we left off, we're gonna go in that same area. So now we're not gonna go higher than the 1.5. We're gonna be a little lower than the 1.5. Following that up with the one guard fully open, we're gonna go up about 1 inch. But as you can see, it's not creating a guideline, it's just kind of lowering the hair in that area. Closing the lever fully, we're gonna focus more of attention on that bottom line we see. It's not gonna fade it out, but we just wanna smooth it out a little more. Using our 1/16 guard, lever fully open, we're gonna go right on that line we see in the bottom. Making sure not to go too high up because we don't want to create another line in the fade. We close the lever fully now and focus our attention on that bottom line. And the lever fully closed is going to take out that line. So we're taking out little by little, making sure you use your corners if needed. So when I went through all my steps, I still noticed that it was still a little too bulky on that top area. So I came back with my 1.5 guard to smooth that out. So that's the thing about these systems, that it's not always perfect. You could always go back with your 1 guard, 1.5 guard, just to kind of retrace your steps so you could see what you can change for the next time that you do this haircut, and it'll come out better. And I came back with my 1 guard, opening and closing it as needed as well, just to soften up those areas I see, any dark spots. But that's the most important thing you can do on a fade, just detail it as much as you can. But you see it's looking way better. Just coming back with that 1.5 guard just made it just transition a lot nicer. And so I can have a better transition from the length on top to the sides, I'm going to be using my thinning shears to kind of just blend that in more. We now start on the lineup. First thing you want to do is just straighten out your client's head. We're going to start right in the middle and begin our way to the left side. So just light, gentle taps. You don't want to press too hard with the lineup. Very important to comb out the hair as you go, just so you have a straighter, cleaner edge. Now using my shaver, I'm going to bald out that bottom section where we left off with our trimmer. Making sure not to go too high up because we don't want to ruin the fade that we have. I came back once more with the thinning shears just to kind of detail the haircut a little more. It's very important. It's just, it's gonna set your haircut apart from other barbers and whatnot. If you take these extra steps, your clients are gonna notice, your clients are gonna appreciate it. So moving on to the razor, it's very important to always have the skin stretched as much as you can so you can avoid cutting your client. I like to use the razor on the lineup and also behind the ears, just so I could get all those little hairs that are hard to get with the clipper sometimes. Alright, so this is the before. Get a good look. It's been about 3 weeks since he got a haircut, but we nearly just changed his life with this fade right now. And this is the after. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, how the cut came out. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop a comment. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll have more content coming soon.